Welcome to the City Show. I'm your host, Dr. Tom Krieger. If you're not ready for the holidays, you're going to be. We're going to take a look at holidays in Lebanon. We'll get a preview of the Lebanon Theater Company's production of the best Christmas pageant ever. We'll also preview Christmas in Warren County, a community concert, and talk about how you can win a ribbon for your holiday decorations. Up first, we're going to look at the event of the year in town. It's the historic Lebanon Horse-Drawn Carriage Parade, and it promises to be bigger and better than ever. I can't imagine that because it is always just so amazing. Here to tell us about that is Angie Smith and Melissa Fritsch from the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. Ladies, welcome back. You've both been here before, and boy, what a tireless, this is just, how many months of work go into this preparation for this? Because it's...
We usually start around August. For vendors and horsemen to start sending in their applications.
Okay.
So that's not too bad. The last few weeks before the parade, things tend to pick up.
Yeah. Well, years ago, Pat South, who was the director of the Chamber at the time, she organized the first Christmas parade. And why has the Chamber continued this tradition, and why does the event continue to grow?
Well, so this is our 31st annual carriage parade, and you know, the tradition that I hope continues for many, many years, even after I'm gone, and that we continue it for a lot of traditions. For, you know, the tradition of, it started from the chamber, so it's kind of neat to be able to say, you know, the chamber's carriage parade, when it really takes, obviously, a village to run it. But also, too, it's grown to be bigger than ever because it's become a tradition for so many families. For the horsemen, I mean, when they become families, you know, even when they're all together, they'll reminisce about, you know, how things used to be. So it's almost a reunion for them when they come in. You know, it's a tradition for people who used to live here and will come back just for the carriage parade and make it that weekend to really kick off the holidays.
That's neat.
So it just continues to grow as families continue to grow, and you know, it's just always neat.
You mentioned it takes a village, so it's just not you two pulling the strings on this thing? You
Oh,
have
no.
Other people behind the scenes?
We could say it's just us, but it's not.
How many people does it take helping you with this? Is there a committee?
There is a committee.
How many people on the committee?
There are 6 that are on the committee. I have 3 board members, Melissa and myself, and who else? One of our ambassadors. Okay. But then we have a lot of volunteers that come in, you know, throughout the time when we're planning, and then definitely the day of the parade.
Can you walk me through the day? What time does the festival kick off?
So the festival will kick off at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that is when Jess Lamb, who is a native from Lebanon and was also on American Idol, so she'll kick it off with the national anthem.
Wow.
And then Santa will make his grand entrance at 10:30. Wow. And then after that, it's pretty much back-to-back entertainment on the stage, and then that as well as when the vendors will open. So we've got 70 vendors from food all the way down to gifts and crafts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And people get crazy for events like this to get the right spot. So are they camping out yet? I mean, do people, how early do they get there with their chairs? And are there rules? Can you just leave a chair and think, that's my spot? I mean, what are the rules? How do they, you know, how do you maintain order?
Well, you'll start seeing chairs probably around Wednesday or Thursday. It's kind of neat to watch throughout the day on Thursday and for sure on Friday, the number of chairs that'll start coming out on the sidewalks. There really isn't a rule. If you choose to leave your stuff out there, then if it gets taken, it's not on us or the city. Some will take and wrap caution tape around their chairs, even to a light pole or a bench or a trash can, to try and secure their
They get pretty
places.
creative, yeah.
So,
You mentioned Santa's going to be there
at
10:30. Will the kids be able to get a picture with Santa?
Yes, they will be there. You can get a picture from 10:30 till noon, and then again at 4 to 6.
Wow. How many kids do you anticipate going through and getting a picture?
Oh gosh.
That's got to be.
I would say a lot.
It's a continuous line
Oh,
from the
and
time.
at noon, if they don't make it, it's like, hey, Santa's got to leave. He's got places to go, people to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what he usually will do, because it's a long day for Santa, is once he makes his grand debut on the stage, he'll walk through and go to his booth where the picture station is. He'll be there for a while. And then after that, he likes to spend some time in the crowd with the kids. So he'll make his way back down Mulberry Street, and people are talking to Santa and taking pictures. And then he'll go and rest for a little while, and then he'll come back out.
Wow. How did you get Santa to make it to this? I mean, you guys have some pull in the North Pole, or, I mean, how long did you have to put this, hey, we got this parade? Or is this just nailed down where you got them every year?
Every year.
That's amazing.
We can thank Pat South for that.
Way to go, Pat South. Good job. Now, what about in between the parades? Because the first parade is at 1, and the second parade is at what time?
7 p.m.
Okay, so the parade finishes, is it like an hour long?
Yes.
Okay. And then you have some time. You mentioned you have vendors there, so people can...
Shopping, entertainment, food, and then there's just experiencing downtown life.
Okay.
Of historical.
Wow, I bet the businesses in town have to just love this. Yeah. Another time to showcase. Now, what about carriage rides? Are there going to be carriage rides?
In between the parades, there will be
Okay.
free carriage
Free
rides.
carriage rides. And how many different carriages are going to be given the rides? And are they the same ones that are in the parade as well?
There are.
Wow.
So it's 2 carriages, what they call people wagons.
Yeah.
People haulers.
Okay.
And what they'll do is, this family has done it for years, and they will basically make circles. They'll load people up, take them through downtown, and bring them back, and then load up some more.
Oh, my goodness. And where are they going to be picking the people up?
It should be in front of City Hall.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Tell me about the vendors. You mentioned 70 vendors? Okay.
We do. So the vendors range from, we have food vendors of any kind, from sweets to, all kinds of different meats to, you name it, they come. Like, it's incredible. Then we have a lot of craft vendors. We also have a lot of clothing and gift type, home decorations. I mean, if there's anything on that gift list that you've got to get, I'm pretty sure you can either find it in one of our downtown businesses or from one of our vendors for sure.
So is that going to be on Mulberry?
It is,
Okay.
and then it actually will probably feed on to Mechanic a little bit.
Okay.
And then we also have a blacksmith that will be there giving demonstrations as
Oh,
well.
my goodness. What about other entertainment besides the blacksmith? Any music?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So we have, after Jess Lamb, the famous, Dancing Queens? Red Hot Dancing Queens, they have been a hit for the parade for many, many years.
Okay.
They perform all over the area. So they always come back. Everybody enjoys singing them. Then we have several new entertainment specials for us. 2 new songwriters and singers will be entertaining and singing holidays. And we're excited to bring back Jessie Lynn Fisher from Lebanon Opry.
Okay.
They're going to do a country Christmas before the
Nice.
first parade.
Nice.
And then we have 2 different dance teams. We have one dance kids studio that's local. They will be showcasing their holiday program. And then we will have Z Company, who has been performing for many years for us. They will come back. And then we're super excited to have our Lebanon High School drumline.
Wow.
That was one of the groups I wanted last year and couldn't get them, and this year they're coming in.
Now, are they part of the marching?
They are.
Okay, and they had a good year.
They
this year.
did.
People don't realize how talented these kids are, and I think they went to Indianapolis, I think, and competed
Yeah, they're
and did a lot
world
better. So
champions or
way
something.
to go, kids. That's awesome. Is there a stage set up on Mulberry?
There is.
Okay.
So it's going to be on the south side, I guess, of Mulberry, in between Docks and Lucid,
Okay,
right
so,
there.
So on the other side, so a little bit different. Yeah, that's interesting. What about the train? Is the train going to be running as well?
Did you have to my knowledge, I don't think they do that day. I think they open back up the following weekend to do the Polar Express. So, but it'll be down there for pictures and things like that.
Well, there's so much going on. How does the Historical Society, have they planned for folks who might want to break a break from the weather as far as at the conference center or Glendower open house? Is there anything moving people there if we do have some problems with the weather? Last year, did we get a little bit of rain in the first?
We got a lot of rain.
Okay.
A lot of rain.
Yeah.
But you know, that was
Is
the
that a
first time.
soggy detail for me to bring up?
Yeah,
It's like,
it makes me cringe a little bit when we talk about last year's in the rain, but that was the first time in 30 years that it had rained, and it rained a lot. Yeah, it did.
just for the first one. So now we have something, if it does hit, you got somewhere to go as far as
yes.
Glendower, the open house and then the conference center. I think there's going to be a train display there. Okay. Well, that's neat. And what else is going to be new or different about this year's parade? How many horse-drawn carriages do you have? And there's a little something on the TV. That is lovely. Look at that.
So right now we are at 95 carriages, and we're still a week and a half out. And it would not be surprising to me if we see several more come in as you get closer to the day of the parade. Some will kind of wait and see what the weather's going to look like.
That is spectacular. Look at that. My goodness. You know, it'd be neat if they'd get the horses to do the carriage rides all winter long.
That would be neat.
I mean, just such a neat thing for Lebanon. Do you have any recommendations for parking? Because, I mean, this is the event. I heard some people say that we get close to 100,000 people coming into our town.
Yes.
This is it, right? This is the biggest.
This is it.
Yeah. So
the
what about parking?
fairgrounds, you can park in the fairgrounds. There'll be several churches around town that are you can pay to park in there, or just the outskirts of town where all the activities are happening.
If I was an Uber driver, I'd be escorting people. So are they transporting people from the fairgrounds, or are people walking in from there?
Probably, I'm not sure if there's.
We're not
people.
transporting
so,
because it
so
becomes
they park.
such an issue.
They park at the fairgrounds and walk down. Okay. And what about sponsors? Who's the big sponsor? How? Because this has got to. Nothing's free. Even a parade's not free. Okay. So, who's the main sponsor?
So our main sponsor this year is Kettering Health Network, and they are our presenting sponsor, our main sponsor. Then we have been very fortunate to have a lot of sponsors. Like, we truly could not put this on without our community and our sponsors. But we have, for our major sponsors, Advix.
Okay.
And then we have 2 entertainment sponsors this year, and that is Conger Construction and Miami Valley Gaming.
Well, that's
And
nice.
then the list could go on.
Yeah.
You know, we also have for parade sponsors, Girdwood, Sightworks, and
I just wrote these thank you cards out too.
Yeah. So how do we help support our local businesses on this parade? Is there any push to encourage people to, check out the local businesses? Can you plug anybody or anything out there right now, being the chamber?
So one of the things that we did actually today is we dropped off the programs, our Christmas programs, where it's got everything in it. And one of the things that we'll be pushing out is all of our programs are in the chamber businesses. So they're supposed to look for the chamber sticker on that business and then come in to get one of those programs. And those programs are good all month. So it's not just for the parade day, it's for the entire month.
So the businesses have specials, so come on down just to get the program and get specials so you can shop. And if you don't like crowds, you don't have to necessarily do it then. You can do it for the whole month. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that we need? Did we miss anything?
Just come out and join us. And
you guys excited?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
So do you ride in the parade at all?
No.
Do you have like a...
We should.
You should. Yeah.
You totally should.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I popped that idea too. I mentioned earlier maybe a chariot race, to kind of spice things up, but you said that'd be an insurance issue.
Yeah, that
So
might.
no chariot race this year, but who knows, maybe next year. It's my plug for that, and have you guys in the chariot race.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
That would be
thanks for
fun.
everything you do. This is a great event, and it
Thank
takes
you.
some wonderful people who work tirelessly. So thank you. Okay, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
Everyone else does too. Stay tuned. We'll preview the best Christmas pageant ever right after this break.
Break your fast food habit at Kelly's Meats and Deli at 1001 West Main Street in Lebanon. Stop in for a quick lunch featuring made-to-order sandwiches, tasty sides, and mouth-watering daily specials. For dinner, Kelly's offers fresh-cut steaks, chops, and seafood, plus a variety of prepared dishes that only need to be reheated. You'll also find a large selection of high-quality wine and beer that can make any meal a special event. Kelly's Meats and Deli open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, now open for dinner Saturdays 6 to 9 p.m. And remember, we cater too.
Your hometown source, the Lebanon Channel, is now on YouTube.
I know how fortunate I am.
Just search City of Lebanon, Ohio to connect with everything that's happening right here.
And that's going to be an exciting part about this walking tour.
Subscribe to receive exclusive local content available only on the Lebanon Channel.
Wow, Neil Armstrong's coming to my launch. I was so excited about that.
That's the City of Lebanon, Ohio, now on YouTube.
That's what makes this Lebanon, Ohio a great place to live.
Yeah. An auto accident is a terrible thing to encounter. Oftentimes people look to getting their car taken care of, but they forget to take care of their body. At Lebanon Chiropractic and Fitness, that's what we do. We take care of your body with chiropractic adjustments, therapeutic massage, and therapeutic exercise. So if you've been involved in a vehicular collision, call our office at 933-9799 so we can take care of the body that counts.
Call now to schedule your free initial consultation, 933-9799.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. The Lebanon Theater Company has a holiday treat that's a fit for the whole family. Starting on Friday, December 6th, they'll be presenting the hilarious holiday comedy, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. Here to tell us about the show are three members of the cast: Andrew Wright, a 7th grade student from Lebanon Junior High, Sarah Gakey, a freshman at Mason High School, and Rebecca Ashby, who plays Mrs. Bradley, the nice church lady mom who has to direct the rowdy Herdman kids. And you have your hands full with these kids, right?
I do.
Yeah. So they kind of rowdy kids?
In real life, not so much, but on the stage, they're a bit of a handful, yes.
Okay. Can you tell us about the story told in this play?
Well, it's really a play about a play. It's the nice church lady that I am is trying to direct the Christmas pageant after the church lady who typically does it falls and breaks her leg.
Okay.
And it's also about kind of rediscovering Christmas and getting out of your own way to really see the meaning behind Christmas.
Wow, that's a nice story.
Yes, it is.
Andrew, what role do you play? Can you tell me about your character?
I play Leroy Herdman, one of the Herdmans, obviously.
Okay.
He's arrogant and full of himself, not the kid you would want to be or your own to be.
You have fun with that?
Yeah, it's pretty fun to be.
Yeah. That seems like a pretty push from the type of guy, because you strike me as a pretty mild guy. Is it kind of fun to be cocky and arrogant?
Yeah, it is pretty fun.
Okay. Well, that's neat. And what about you, Sarah? Who do you play, and what do you like about the role?
Well, I play Beth Bradley, and she's actually the nice church lady's daughter. And I like the role because she narrates the whole show, and it's just fun to have all the monologues and
You
stuff.
got a lot of talking.
Yeah.
That's a lot of lines.
Yeah, I like it though. It's fun.
Is this a push from what you've done before, as far as the amount of monologue and lines?
Somewhat. There's more lines clumped together to make a monologue, so I have more of those.
Now you're a good kid.
Yeah.
You're the bad kid.
Yeah.
Is he a handful?
Like on
You have
stage.
to kind of reel them in a little bit. How many other kids are in the play?
There's 19 kids total.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you guys have most of the lines? Are you the leads, if you will?
Imogene has a lot of lines too.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the age range for the children who are appearing on stage?
8 to
15.
15, yeah.
Well, but we include Brian, who plays my husband, as one of the kids, and he's 47-ish.
You include him.
Yes, we do.
So it sounds like a lot of fun. I would think parents bringing their kids to see this performance. Do you see a lot of children coming to see it since they're children performing? Does that make it more fun for kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's more like it gets everyone in the mood for the holidays.
Okay.
So.
Is there any part of the play that has interaction at all, or singing, or?
When towards the end, when we're doing the Christmas pageant portion, there is singing that we encourage the audience to participate in. There's also a lot of exiting on and off the stage into the audience and back. So the audience gets to be part of the congregation of the church.
Okay, what do you like about working with the kids? Is that kind of special for you? Have you done that before? Is this new for you?
Actually, I've done this production once before, about 15 years ago, before I was a mom. So it's interesting now, the perspective I have after being a mom. They're a good group of kids.
Okay.
They need to be a little more quieter backstage, but they're a good group of kids.
Andrew, how much experience do you have? Is this how many years have you been performing?
I'd say around 4 to 4.5. I'm not 100% sure.
Wow, that's a long time. Yeah. You must. Do you hope to do this in high school and then down the road in college too? And,
yeah.
Okay. And Sarah, what about you?
I've been performing since like first grade, so like, is that 9 years something?
Wow.
Yeah.
And you like this as well?
Yes,
yeah.
I love it.
Is there much singing? Are you doing Christmas carols or?
It's mostly, well, the singing's all Christmas carols because it's the pageant singing.
Nice. And when are the performances?
Friday the 6th, Sunday the 8th, and then the following weekend of the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Okay. How are ticket sales going so far?
Well,
They started selling tickets
Oh
yet?
yes, our first weekend's all sold out.
My goodness.
So our second weekend is filling up. So it would be good to get tickets as soon as possible.
Is that standard? Are you ahead of schedule with the ticket sales?
Well, this year we're doing something a little bit different since the show weekend falls over the same weekend as the Horse Carriage Festival that you were just talking about. We pushed our Saturday show out of the first Saturday show off the schedule, and we added a second show the following. So we have a matinee and evening show on the second Saturday, which we typically haven't done before. So it's actually getting quite a bit of interest.
So did you say there is a show on the day of the parade? Or
no, there is not a show.
That was wise.
Yes, because no
Parking.
matter even if we had a matinee that runs into the daytime show, and if we had an evening show that would run into the night parade. So parking would have been a mess and getting people in and out. So instead of doing a show that Saturday, they doubled up on the following Saturday. So this 14th, there's 2 shows, a matinee at 2 and an evening show at 7.
But do they have a dinner show as well?
Typically,
tied in with the Lamb.
For our season subscription shows, usually our first opening night there's a dinner at the Golden Lamb, but this isn't considered part of our season subscription. This is a show outside of that that we do. So the dinner's not included.
Okay. So Andrew, you've been doing this for 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there some special part about your character that you just really enjoy? And I don't want you to divulge and spoil anything for anybody, but is there? I mean, do you get to put gum in her hair or anything fun? Because you said you're kind of wild and.
Sadly not. I'm joking. I'm joking. I like how you have the chance to, as Leroy, you have the chance to really like put out your character as wild as you want.
Yeah.
Like you really don't have as much as a limit. Of course, there is a limit, but not a very low one. You just really get to express yourself as
a 7th grader with no boundaries. That's got to be fun. Yeah. So does the character kind of morph on each? As you do a production, as you get to the last show, do you stretch it a little bit more, or do you kind of find yourself and just? I
I try to do my best. I'll try to do better than I did the night before. I'll always try to find a way to make sure I did good, and if I didn't, realize I did something wrong. I just do better next time, move on with life.
That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of life lessons. You know, it's interesting. I think in our culture, kids are pushed into sports, and this seems like just a wonderful thing to discover. Sarah, how did you discover this? I mean, you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Did you see a play early when you were younger and think, I like that. That'd be fun? What was it?
Well, my mom, one of her friends, her friend's husband was directing Honk, and my mom was like, "You have to audition." I was like, "Okay, yeah," and I loved it.
And how old were you then?
I was in first grade, so
5, 6.
Yeah, 5, 6.
Wow. And is there anything you could say to young people out there who are watching now as far as encouraging them to come to the show, experience this, and maybe you'll discover a desire to get on stage too?
Yeah, I would say definitely come to the show and try to audition for more things because it's definitely worth it and I love it.
Sorry, are you guys part of the theater group now? Is there, I mean, how do you find out there's an audition and you just go?
Yeah,
we just find out online or through friends.
Yeah.
Well, and I believe, weren't you part of the summer camp at the theater?
Yeah, and then I got too old, so I couldn't go.
Well, how do you get tickets?
LTCplays.com.
Okay.
So and you just click on the show and it'll say purchase tickets and you can pick the night and see what's open.
And do you need to order now
that
to
would
avoid
be
getting shut out by a full house?
That would be preferable.
Because the first weekend's already sold out?
The first weekend's already sold out.
Is there, I mean, if someone's never been there, do they have the seating online where
Yes,
they can
it
see?
is.
So they can
see
select
the seating.
Okay.
They also have which seats are handicap accessible, or, well, in our case, this particular show, there's no block seating, but if in case there was a block, there was a piece of equipment blocking the seating, that's marked too.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all marked out.
Okay, so you're having more fun doing this the second time around since you're a mom.
I am.
Yeah.
And also my daughter's in the show, so this is an experience that I get to share with her. So.
And your husband's involved too?
No. The gentleman who plays my husband, Brian Traynor.
Okay.
No, he and I are just good friends.
Okay. Wow. And you,
I was ready to say,
you
put a push
obviously
out
have
there.
a lot of fun with this.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I find that comedy is more of my niche than dramas.
Okay.
So anytime that I can share that with anybody, young or old, it makes me happy.
And how long have you been doing this?
I actually didn't discover theater until my senior year in high school, which I will not mention.
Okay.
And ever since then, I haven't been able to shake it.
Yeah.
So any chance I have to go to a professional show, kids show, any show, and I've been fortunate that I've been able to, like I said, share that with my daughter.
How do you find time for this? I mean, there's how many weeks of practice? Because you guys got to practice a long time for a production.
Well,
yeah.
I know. You had Susical.
Yeah, I was just in that.
Okay.
And then no, it wasn't you that had the piano recital, was it? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm confusing my children.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially this time they have multiple shows or multiple activities going on. So it's just a matter of
So 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. How much time goes into this?
We've been at it since October, haven't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
October, yeah.
Wow. And then when you're done, you want to do more?
Yeah.
Yes.
On top of school? You guys are amazing. Yeah, because that's a huge. So basically, you don't sleep, right? Do you drink coffee already at your age?
Yeah, actually.
You do? Okay.
Oh, I love coffee.
Okay. Wow.
Gives you
That's amazing. I've gotten to meet a lot of young performers, and it's opened my eyes to just how amazing you guys are.
Yeah.
I'd encourage families out there, if you haven't been to a show before, take your kids to see this, because it sounds like a great, wonderful family event, and you get to see these lovely people performing. Did I miss anything? Anybody else out there we need to pay tribute to? And who's the director of the?
Oh, Amy Eddington King.
Okay, we
And
definitely. We definitely want to give her a shout. And who else is
And our producer is Kate Eddington, her sister.
Okay.
And then we have Paula Whitaker helping with props, who she's pretty much a staple at the theater company. And I think that's everybody.
Now this sounds like it would have been a great one for the holidays. How long ago did you decide we got to do this one at Christmas time?
Actually, they pitched their season a year in advance.
Okay.
So right now they're already pitching for next year's season, which I think they've already set, but they'll be announcing at their gala in January.
Okay.
And so they'll be announcing next season. So they've already decided what next Christmas show will be.
Nice. Well, guys, thanks for spending some time on the couch. They still say break a leg?
Yes.
I don't get that. That just seems so...
Well, actually, it's the curtain leg. The curtain is considered the leg, so when you break the leg, it's to go through the curtain.
I've learned something new today. Thank you. So hopefully you learned something too. When they say break a leg, it's the curtain leg. Folks, thanks for being on the couch. Stay tuned. Sherry Brinkman will be here to tell us about Christmas in Warren County, a community concert, right after this break.
Credit challenge? No problem. Here at Bob Pulte Chevrolet, get approved on a new Chevrolet with financing as low as 9.9% plus $2,000 in rebates. Don't waste time shopping elsewhere. Apply online today at bobpulte.com. And you'll love the Pulte price.
Since 1954, Hardee's Interiors has been providing quality furnishings for homes in and around Lebanon, Ohio. Today, you'll still find quality antique and vintage furniture along with new Made in America furniture of all styles. At Hardee's, you can create a mix of furniture and accessories that truly reflects your personality, all made to last a lifetime. Designers are welcome and so are you. Hardee's Interiors at 208.5 Wright Avenue or online at hardeesinteriors.com.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Bob Pulte Chevrolet always gives you the best. Best price guaranteed. Best trade-in value. Best selection. Best financing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. See for yourself at bobpulte.com. And you'll love the Pulte price.
We're back with Sherry Brinkman, who organizes another holiday tradition called Christmas in Warren County, a community concert that was inspired by the music festival featured in The Sound of Music. Sherry, what convinced you that this type of show would work in Warren County?
I don't think I was really convinced at the first time, but the idea was it was something that was fun, family, and Christmas, all of which I love. So I think that was the important part right there.
You've been doing this for a while. This is your 15th year.
This is our 15th anniversary of Christmas in Warren County, a community concert. We kind of wanted to make sure that people understood it was a community concert and not really a business effort of some kind.
Well, you must be doing a good job if they keep going over and over again. You keep running it. It seems like a lot of work.
It is, but we have a lot of great volunteers from the area, and we have a lot of people who participate on various levels. We have Minuteman Press, Mike Gagan, who's in Lebanon here, who does our prints our program, and we have certificates for that. Catherine Estel, who actually works, we had the parade people, and she's one of the people who works on the parade, and she helps design the program. Chris Dorch is our backstage manager. He's from Lebanon. I mean, we have a lot of Lebanon people. It's not just me. It takes a village to put this on.
I can only imagine. When and where is this year's concert?
December 8th, and that's the day after the parade at 7 p.m. at the Mason United Methodist Church, which is on Mason Montgomery Road in Mason.
Is that where it was last year?
Yes, we've been there a few years.
Okay. So as far as deciding to have the venue, is it, if it works, you continue to keep it there, keep it steady and less complications?
It's less complicated.
Okay.
It just depends. We have been in other churches around the area. We were at Grace Presbyterian in Hamilton Township. We've also been at Lebanon Presbyterian here in Lebanon. So, and we're not opposed to moving. It has happened before, and it probably will happen again in the future at some time.
It's Warren County, so it's nice to share it and not just be in one town. And
well, yeah, we have people from all over the county involved.
Okay.
And we do a lot of different things each year. This year we do have a concert organist who's going to be playing a prelude, Christina Baird, who's from the Mason area. She's going to be playing for us.
Who else you got lined up?
We have a great lineup with the Vivaldi's Dulcimers. They've actually played on this program before. From Lebanon, we have two groups. We have the Lebanon High School Woodwind Ensemble and the Lebanon High School Brass Ensemble. And those are being directed. We have a student director for that, which is kind of one of the more interesting things. Mia Thibault, and she's from Lebanon. And she is doing a terrific job, which is important because it's a good experience for a student to do that.
You said Thibault?
Thibault.
That is her name.
Yeah, but she's not, I don't think, related to Tim Tebow. I think you're looking at, I think you're going that way, but then no, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not.
I was just thinking that was like a nickname, like Cher or something. At that age, she's got a nickname already. She must be incredible.
Yeah, we also have the St. Francis de Sales Children's Choir, which is called Joyful Noise, and that parish choir is going to be doing caroling before the concert. And this year we have a living nativity with those children, which will be a lot of fun. We haven't done that for a while, and so that's something kind of resurrecting from one of our past years that we had. Actually, when we were in Lebanon Pres, it was last time we had that. So that'll be something new and different for the kids involved. It'll be something they haven't done before. We also have, I just sit and think about all the different things, the North Cincinnati Youth Orchestras, which are headquartered in Mason, the Concertina Orchestra, which is young children, and the Cadet and Senior Orchestra, which are your junior and senior high schoolers.
So how long is the event?
We usually run an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. We're well organized.
Yeah. Wow.
And then we have a reception following at the church.
That's fantastic. What goes into selecting the performers?
Over the years, we have had auditions, some that we've had in person and some that we've had online, depending on the availability of the performers. Everyone performs in their own space and rehearses in their own space and then comes together for the final performance, which is at the church. And we only have a sound check and a general rehearsal before the performance. It's all done in one day.
So are you bringing all this together as far as how do you come about this? I mean, is this something you've done before? Because this is this is a huge show.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Oh yes.
So what was your background in your prior life before doing this? Did you work on Broadway?
No, but I did sing with the Sorg Opera and the Whitewater Opera at one time, and I've done a lot of musical theater with different groups around the area. So yeah, I've had some experience and went to music school at one point. So yeah, that's.
So you're in your own element.
Yeah, it's just a matter of organization. I think you could probably do it, Tom. You know.
How many different performers or groups of people are coming out in the hour and a half?
Oh well, that's a good question. Oh, I'd say maybe 6 to 8 groups, 7 groups over that time.
That's a lot of fun.
I'm in a group too that's been going. We're the longest surviving women's ensemble in the county, and we've been going 29 years. So.
And you're performing
I'm
with
a
your
part
group.
of that group. Yeah,
Okay.
We were actually asked to open the Schuster in 2003. Which was a very important gig for us.
Yeah.
I mean, normally we play smaller gigs, but that was kind of a big one. The Schuster.
What time does the event start?
7 p.m., although I would tell people come early. If you come around 6:30 and 6:30, quarter to 7, you'll get to hear the carolers in the foyer. And you certainly don't want to miss, we have a prelude this year being played by Christina Baird. I mentioned her, the organist, who is a concert organist gal. And you don't want to miss all that stuff.
Wow.
And that'll be before the actual concert starts at 7 o'clock.
And do you need tickets or reservations?
No, we just let you come on in and sit down and enjoy this.
I would think it would sell out. Is there admission charge?
No.
My goodness.
Yeah, well, this is one of the few things that's in the county that you can, that and the parade you can do for absolutely free.
Wow. Do you have sponsors to help put this together? Or?
We're just fortunate.
Yeah.
This is how it works. I mean, we've been very fortunate. We haven't had sponsors. We haven't had. We've had donations from the church. We have donations from private citizens, and that's how we do it. And again, it's all Christmas, peace, and winter music. It is pretty selective in what we do, but it's something that we feel like is a need in the community. The people who work on it all feel very special, and we're excited about it as usual.
I imagine people who come, they probably want to come back the next year because it seems like something that'll definitely get people in the mood.
It's a tradition for many people, and many families can come, and we enjoy that. It's really a great thing.
What's the date again?
It's December 8th, 7 p.m., Mason United Methodist Church, and again, come early. I always tell people, come down there about 6:30, 6:45, and get to hear the before things. We have a little before show, and it runs till about 8 or 8:15, 8:30. We have reception afterwards, and it's a good evening.
Yeah.
It's something you won't be embarrassed to take people to. I always tell people that too.
But what a great thing for a church to sponsor, as far as being able to have people come out to their church and
right, and it's many different groups again too. We have, again, St. Francis de Sales is involved here. The Lebanon High School is involved. It's not just a church activity; it is a community activity, and that's what's important, I think, in this day and age.
It's always neat to see all the different groups coming together.
I think so, yeah. And I believe in peace on earth, and that's one of the things that we're sponsoring is the fact that we do believe in peace.
You're a music ambassador.
I'd like to think so.
Bringing all the things together, and
I like to
so are you
think
already
so.
looking at next year as far as when do you start planning for this?
Whenever. I mean, in the spring sometime. We usually talk to the people who are going to be in it and see if somebody wants to come back, if they know of somebody new, if somebody wants to send us something on YouTube. We've actually auditioned on YouTube, which was kind of unusual, but that was how we started with some of the Lebanon band people. The first year we started with Lebanon bands, and we don't do that anymore because we know we have a different relationship with that, but it's always good.
And how many people does the church hold again?
We would have anywhere between, the smallest crowd we think we ever had was 90 the first year, but we could have up to 400 people up in there. And the right people come, people who love this will come, and again, everybody who comes usually has a wonderful time, wonderful evening.
Yeah. Sounds like great entertainment. It's definitely affordable.
It's definitely affordable. Yeah. That's for sure, Tom.
People always talk about it doesn't feel like Christmas anymore. I bet if you don't think it feels like Christmas, come down to the concert and get the spirit, get your spirit on.
That's it.
Yeah, because I bet you spark people's Christmas joy and spirit all over again.
Well, a lot of people say that. In fact, we even have sing-alongs and whatnot too. I told someone recently too. We have things like singing carols and being a part of the show.
Yeah.
So when you come, you're going to have to sing "Joy to the World," "White Christmas," and "Silent Night." So you'll be in it.
Well, if you're just up for enjoying a free evening of inspirational holiday music, you got to go down. Sherry, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Tom.
We'll be back after this break.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
You made her college years possible, opening that education savings account when she was little, spearheading campus tours, and deciphering financial aid. If you can ace planning for college, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
Welcome back. If you're looking for fame and fortune for your outstanding displays of Christmas decorations, you've come to the right place. That's right. But a little recognition and snazzy ribbons is all you need. Then the Lebanon Council of Garden Clubs has something for you. Mary Pat Austin? Austin.
Yes.
Is here today to tell us how to be ready for their annual holiday decorating, judging, and awards. Welcome back, Mary Pat.
Thanks so much.
How did this program get started?
Oh my goodness. Well, the women who belonged to the Lebanon Council of Garden Clubs back in 1972, their main goal was to beautify the city, and this is one of the ways they encourage the community to do so. Okay. So they decided that they would break up into groups and go to different neighborhoods and knock on doors and award ribbons for outstanding Christmas decorating.
Okay, well that's awesome. I would have thought that the garden club just takes a break during the summer, but now you have something to bring your skill set into.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And look at how do you award people for beautifying our city. So
exactly.
How long you been doing this?
1972.
Okay, my goodness.
Yeah, the ladies who started the Garden Council way back when really had a vision, and they loved Lebanon, and so they wanted to encourage people to beautify it and enjoy it. And when we award the ribbons, you see grandkids, Grandma, we got it one, we got it again. Wow. And then you'll close the door and you'll see 12 ribbons hanging on the door. Yeah. So it really means a lot to the individuals who win and try.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you knock on a door and they're like, we didn't know you had a contest.
Yeah.
We didn't know you were going to be getting nice, then we give them a little letter that explains what we do and how long we've been doing it, and that we are the owners of the Lebanon station. So a lot of people don't know that about the Garden Council too. Yeah. So it's one of our PR things, and then as well as to help beautify the city.
That's a lot of work. I remember my dad getting on a ladder. I'm from Wisconsin, and stringing the lights
while it
the
was
green,
cold.
I'm thinking, Pop, what are you doing? You're going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
He kept doing it, and there's just something about people want to be part of that and to be rewarded for that. So that is so cool.
It's a great way to spread Christmas joy.
So who's eligible to be judged?
Anyone who lives in the Lebanon city boundaries.
Okay.
So we judge 13 different neighborhoods.
Wow.
And we have at least 2 or more individuals in a car that go through that neighborhood and award 10 ribbons per neighborhood.
Okay.
So you've got a big opportunity.
They don't have to contact you. You guys have your people out there looking, spying around.
Yeah, if you're in the Lebanon city limits, then we'll see your street, we'll see your house.
So when does the judging commence?
Well, we have 2 different nights. One is December the 2nd, and that's a Monday evening, and that's when we judge the businesses. So we have the downtown businesses, and then we have the outlying businesses that we do. And we do that before the Christmas parade, because a lot of people like to put that ribbon in their window so that the parade goers get to see it. And then on Tuesday, December the 10th, we will judge the residential areas. And we kind of have to do it early because, to get the word out, that who won what, and then people like to drive around and see who got the ribbons and who's good. So we do it on December the 10th. And both nights it starts at 6 o'clock. And then I would say that we're generally done around 9 o'clock in the evening.
So how are the awards handed out?
Well, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
We have this handy-dandy envelope, and we just drive and go knock on the door. And hi, I'm Mary Pat Austin with the Lebanon Council of Garden Clubs, and just want to say, you are an award-winning decorated house. Wow. And so I usually put their name and the year on there, and then we give that to them, and then this explains it. And a lot of times when they're not there, then we have this all set up in the envelope, and we put this on their doorknob.
Yeah.
So
what a nice thing to come back.
Yes,
to.
yes, and so it's just a lot of fun. We're like I say, there's generational interest and families who have been decorating, or the grandmas and the grandkids. It's just a lot of fun.
So you've been doing this since '72.
Yes.
So what's the longest running? Who's won a ribbon? Is there somebody who stands out?
Oh my gosh. Well, let me tell you, Hewitt Mulford had a gorgeous yellow Victorian house up here on Broadway. And, you just look at the house, you're like, oh yeah, that's a Christmas card right there. So he had many ribbons until they moved from Lebanon. So I don't know who would be the award-winning person because each year it kind of changes because we all do different neighborhoods during the time. You don't do your own neighborhood. That can get you into some trouble. But there are some people like, oh, I really like Dr. Seuss. Look at all those characters. They've got that. Or, oh, I really like traditional stuff. So you've got different judges that have that too, and it's all volunteer. So it's all done in the spirit of enjoyment and hoping that people, some people get upset that they didn't win a ribbon one year or not, and it might be, we just had, different people judging that time that perhaps might have liked something else. Not that yours wasn't beautiful that year too, but just had different preferences.
I bet some people get kind of competitive.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. That's just our nature, isn't it?
How many people in a garden club are making the decisions and picking the winners?
Well, we have at least 13 districts, so that's at least 26 people volunteering that night, and then a couple people stay at the station to kind of, if anybody has any questions or things like that.
So do you have a hard time ringing people's doorbells? People being suspicious nowadays in their doorbell cams. Hey, get off my porch, lady! What are you doing?
Well, and that's what I generally do. I hold this up. And then people are like, "Oh, what the heck?" And again, usually, we're not too threatening looking.
Not threatening at all, especially in that lovely Christmas.
Yeah, do you think it's a bit much?
But no, I love it. That's awesome.
Right, bring on the Christmas spirit. So anyhow, but if they don't answer the door, you understand that, and we just appreciate their pretty decorations.
Put it on
the doorknob. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully that the wind doesn't blow. Sometimes we'll open up the screen door and put it in or whatever.
So tell me, when are you judging again? What are the dates?
December the 2nd, Monday, December the 2nd at 6 o'clock for the downtown businesses and the outlying business areas. Okay. And again, you want to keep your lights on because that's how we see the decorations. Okay. And then on Tuesday, November the 10th, that's the residential areas, and we start at 6 o'clock and generally go till 9 or 9:30 or so. And again, if your lights aren't on, then we can't see it.
How many business winners do you get?
Oh gosh, now that I should know, but they've changed that recently, and so I don't know how many. Okay. I think there's a first, second, and third place in both of them, first, second, and third. So.
Anybody dominating out there for the businesses?
Now that I don't.
I bet they get competitive too on that.
That's extremely competitive, and we have so many beautiful windows in our downtown area, and they really work hard on those. And so, that's a little. Sometimes that can get a little touchy, but again, we're just trying to encourage beautification. And we hope that we do that. And we're glad that they're sought after. But then again, we are volunteers and we're not professional judgers. Some of us have been doing it for quite a while, but
you gotta have some tips for people out there. Any suggestions or tips?
Well, the thing is I think you should do what brings you joy.
Okay.
And like plaids are in now, so you can see that kind of country effect going on. I think symmetry always brings our eye to enjoyment. It puts us at rest and it shows the beauty. But then again, some people like bam, bam, wow, excitement, So it just, kids would go for that, but then, you think, but I enjoy this. So when we go through, we're like, who would enjoy that? People would really like this one. So let's go get them a ribbon.
I know the Presbyterian churches has a live nativity scene at some times. I would think that would be...
that is beautiful, but that's generally not on display when we're having our decorations, but yeah.
Boy, they got to throw that out there. We'll get a ribbon. Yeah. Is there anything else? Anything that we missed regarding this wonderful event that you do?
No, and we just always encourage people to join the garden club. We do a lot of outreach to the community. This is one of the things that brings us a lot of joy. It's a lot of fun to go and give those ribbons out and to see the beauty that Lebanon has to offer, and help us take care of the train station and the gardens there. So, and we get to meet. It's a great cross-cultural type of thing where there's women of different ages. We have some men in the garden club and different talents. Like you say, I don't know anything about gardens. That doesn't matter.
That's
you
awesome.
learn. You just learn.
Well, thanks.
So, and we have different cross-sections of from all over Lebanon. So it's a neat way to learn and
Your
meet new people.
enthusiasm's contagious.
It's a fun...
Hey, look forward. Decorate your house real well.
That's right.
You'll get to meet this lovely lady. Don't scoot her off your porch. She might have a ribbon for you.
That's right.
Mary Pat, thanks.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
We're going to get right into the community calendar. The Warren County Historical Society invites you to experience Christmas at Glendower, running every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from noon to 4 p.m. through December 29th. Tickets are $10 for adults and $6 for students. You can order your tickets online at www.wchsmuseum.org or call the museum at 513-932-1817. Explore how different types of animals prepare for the winter at Miller Ecological Park on Saturday, December 14th at 10 a.m. Get hands-on with different animal furs and feathers, learn about animal tracks, and hike around the park and seek out signs of winter wildlife. Meet Melissa Prophet at the Warren County Soil and Water Conservation Office in the parking lot and dress for the weather. Come to Cedar Creek State Park Nature Center on December 14th at 10 a.m., noon, or 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Holiday Tradition workshops at the Nature Center. Pre-register for this workshop to create unique holiday decorations using local natural materials to take home and share with your loved ones. Space is limited, so reserve your seat early at the Nature Center or online. Search Facebook or Cedar Creek State Park for details, or send an email to caesarnaturecenter@gmail.com. Fort Ancient will host the Winter Solstice Sunrise Celebration on Saturday, December 21st at 7:30 a.m. Guests will arrive to clearly view the 2,000-year-old earthen walls as the sun rises on the shortest day of the year. Experience the solstice as the ancient people may have done years ago. The event is free and open to the public. For more information, go online at www.fortancient.org. Well, that's a wrap for this week's show. We'll be back on December 17th to wrap up 2019 and look forward to 2020. Hey, thanks for just staying with us this year. Enjoy the holiday. Get out and enjoy all the wonderful things in our beautiful town and get that holiday spirit going. We'll see you then.